time has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Jets. And we are underway in Buffalo. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Allen. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To the air, Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Coming to you, coming to you.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Allen. This is caught, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They run forward with Breida, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the 1st down.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tackled by A.J. Epinesa.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the shotgun, Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Roses to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jets 14, Bills 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he stopped immediately there. It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. Able to shake him off. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen steps away to his left. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen again. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Allen's throw is complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10.
Allen going to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Allen to throw once more. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bills. Devin Singletary, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's third down. Now it's Wilson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, when you've got a guy like Marquise Goodwin, a former Olympian, mind you, you've got to devise ways to get the football in his hands, and mission accomplished there.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On first down, Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They go play action with Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flushed out right.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Rosas' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that
they'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
On first down, Allen. Escaping the pressure. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Escapes the defender. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 49, check 80 weapon, 80 weapon. Set, go.
Hands it off out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Play action. It's Wilson rolling to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Allen now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a 3rd, but not to be, and it's 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge, you know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Allen now looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On the sack.
Mike, 49. Silver.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners. taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Bring it up, bring it up.
Odell Beckham taking it in from the 20. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bills on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is caught at the 20. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets 20 into the red zone. A big play here for Buffalo. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Bass, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 42-yard line.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, it's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good? They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Operating from the red zone now. Allen flushed out right. And this is incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. No chance.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
An extra point by Bass, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they climb back.